I cut my best friend out of my life after she gave me the greatest gift I've ever received. My family thinks I'm a monster. Eliana and I met in middle school. 22 years of friendship. She was my maid of honor. I was hers. When I found out I couldn't have children, she was the first person I called. Not my mother, not my sister. Eliana. She cried with me on the phone for 2 hours. Over the next 3 years, she watched me destroy myself trying to get pregnant. The hormones, the injections, the hope, and the crushing disappointment. Over and over. Zach and I had one embryo left, one chance, and my body had already rejected 2. That's when Eliana sat me down and made her offer. Your embryo, my womb. Let me do this for you. The pregnancy went smoothly. 9 months of watching my best friend carry my child. I went to every appointment, held her hair when she had morning sickness, rubbed her feet when they swelled. The day Zoe was born was the best day of my life. Eliana handed her to me with tears streaming down her face. She's yours, she whispered. She was always yours. For 4 years, I believed that. Year 2, Zoe started looking less like me and more like someone else. I couldn't place it. Zach said I was imagining things. Babies change, he said. She has your smile. But she didn't, not really. Year 3, I noticed how Zach acted around Eliana. Nervous, overly polite. He'd leave the room when she came over. I thought maybe they'd had a fight I didn't know about. Year 4, Zoe developed a peanut allergy. Anaphylaxis at a birthday party. While she was in the hospital, the allergist recommended genetic testing to check for other predispositions. Sometimes these things cluster, he explained. I signed the consent form without hesitation. 3 weeks later, the results arrived. I opened the email alone, read it twice, then 3 times. Then I threw up in the kitchen sink. The results were simple, 1 page. Zoe was not a genetic match to me, but she was a 50% match to Zach, and 50% match to an unknown female donor. I knew who the donor was before I finished reading. I called Eliana. Come over, now. She was there in 15 minutes, still smiling, still the perfect best friend. I handed her the results, watched her read them. The smile disappeared. I can explain, then explain. The embryo didn't make it. The clinic called the morning of the transfer. It didn't survive the thaw. My chest tightened. And you didn't tell me? You were already in the gown. You'd been crying happy tears all morning. I couldn't do it. I couldn't break you again. So what did you do, Eliana? She wouldn't look at me. I told Zach. We talked about options. He said maybe there was still a way. What way? My eggs. His sperm. My whole body went still. You slept with my husband? It was supposed to be 1 time, just to conceive. But it didn't work the first time. Or the second. How many times? I don't know. Maybe 8, maybe 10, until the test came back positive. I had to sit down. You had sex with Zach over and over while I thought you were carrying my baby. I was carrying your baby. I carried her for 9 months. I gave birth to her. I gave her to you. She's not mine, Eliana. She was never mine. Eliana was crying now. She's yours in every way that matters. You're her mother. You raised her. You love her. And every time you held her, every birthday, every holiday, you knew she was yours. Yours and Zach's. I was trying to give you what you wanted. You gave me a lie. Zach came home an hour later. I was sitting in the dark. He turned on the light and saw my face. What's wrong? I held up the DNA results. He didn't say anything. Didn't need to. How could you? I thought I was helping. You wanted a baby so badly. This was the only way. The only way was sleeping with my best friend. It was for you. Everything was for you. I stood up. Get out. Can we just talk about get out? He left. She's blocked. The divorce took 4 months. I got full custody. Zach didn't fight it. Probably the guilt. Zoe is 5 now. She has Eliana's nose, Zach's eyes, nothing of mine. But she has my laugh, my stubbornness, my love of pancakes on Sunday mornings. Biology doesn't make a mother. I do. Every single day. That's something neither of them can take from me.